Hi, welcome back. This is Dr. Adam Jaffe from Rockville, Maryland, Montgomery Animal Hospital. A question I do get quite often is, should I get a second pet for my household? Whether it's I have a cat and I want a dog, or I have a dog and I want to get another dog, or a dog and I want to get a cat, people wonder two things. One, should I get that and is it right for me? And two, how do I introduce them? I can tell you that, in the hospital we have cats. I love cats, but at home I have 2 dogs. I also have 3 children, so it's a little bit crowded. I have always had at least two dogs, sometimes 3 at a time, but that's just me. I do find that they tend to, even if they're not, one of my dogs is a pit bull mix, my other is a Yorkie. They interact, but they don't really play with one another. But I do feel that when they're together, there's a comfort and there's an anxiety relieving notion that they have one another to be with. Even if they're not playing, I just think they get along and it makes them feel more comfortable. So do I think that you should have more than one? I tend to yes, but then again, if you live in a small apartment and all you can have is a cat or a small dog, well, that's okay. You're still giving them love and they're loving you, and you don't have to have 2. Also, you want to take into consideration, does my child have allergies? Do I need to have can I get a cat because the dander affects my cat? The cat's dander affects my child, and you may not be able to get a cat, or even a particular type of dog. You could say, I love golden retrievers, but my child is allergic. Well, they shed a lot, and that's not necessarily the breed you're going to want to get. Maybe you're going to want to get a poodle or a labradoodle or something else. So, as a general rule, yes, I do feel that they're more comfortable together and there is an ease that goes along with it, but maybe one pet is right for you. And if you have one pet and you're giving it love and they're giving you back, then you're already making a difference. So that's sort of where I stand on that. As far as how do I introduce my second pet to my first pet, it's a little bit trickier with cats because cats tend to be they're not really pack animals by nature. They all get along, but usually the older cat or the first cat tends to hiss and spit and be a little bit angry at the other one for invading their territory. So you want to take it slowly. A lot of times what we'll do is I'll have you put one in one room and one outside the door of a door that they can't see each other, but they can hear each other and sort of sniff each other. Once they calm down, whether it's a couple of hours or a minute or 2, then the next thing I recommend is you let them see each other, but maybe have a baby gate so they can sniff and look and sort of smell each other, but there's no interaction. And then finally, when you do introduce the 2 of them together, I suggest you be around. There may be hissing and spitting and clawing, but it will almost, in my experience, 99% of the time, it will settle down if you have patience and they will work out. You have to give it a little bit of time. Dog and cat, generally, if you have a dog and you introduce a cat or vice versa, cats are quick and they have the ability to run away. Dogs are usually more curious and want to play with the cat, where the cat tends to be a little bit more scared and doesn't necessarily want to play with the dog. But again, you don't necessarily have to do it as slowly, but I recommend you're around at first just to see how the interaction goes. Lastly, if you have a dog and you're getting a second one, I actually think if you're getting it from a shelter or a rescue group, or even if you're getting it from a breeder, I think it's important that you take your first dog with you to see how they get along. It's not so much a male versus a male or a male versus a female, right, or those types of interaction. I think it's personality to personality. So if you take your dog with you to choose your next pet, I think a lot of times you'll see how they get along, and that will give you a decent indicator of whether or not it will work out. Anyway, this is Dr. Adam Jaffe from Montgomery Animal Hospital on Rockville Pike. Give us a call at the number below or visit us at our website. Thank you.